Hello. Hello, everyone. Well, actually, there's no one here right now. There's no one here right now. But for those of you who will be watching later, hello and welcome. This is my first time actually doing a live stream on YouTube, believe it or not. I've never done a YouTube live stream before. Most of my live streams have been on Facebook or they've been on Instagram. So I'm really excited to do my first YouTube live. So welcome to those that are watching now or those that are coming in. I'm really excited because I wanted to talk to you about my Golden Goddess Initiations course, which is a new course that I'm coming out with in August. And because YouTube is a little bit different when it comes to a social media platform, because it's mainly videos. So it's like, unless I'm posting a video, it's going to be hard for my YouTube community to keep up with everything that's going on, unless you're subscribed to my newsletter or you're subscribed to my blog or you follow me on Instagram or Facebook. And quite frankly, I'm not sure if I should turn this. Quite frankly, I'm not sure if I want to continue to use Instagram as a live platform because their policies are changing and their algorithm is changing, and I'm not really a fan of that. So my thing right now is just trying to connect with my community directly. So I always recommend people that have been following me through any of my platforms to subscribe to my newsletter or to subscribe to my blog so that you have an idea of what's going on. And typically you're the first to know. Okay. So welcome again to those who are coming in. I don't want to spend too much time just blabbing about, social media stuff. So I kind of want to get right into it. So I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit more about the Golden Goddess Initiations that I'm going to be coming out with in August. If you go on my website and you go on my school, you'll be taken to the page for the Golden Goddess Initiations. And this course starts August 11th. So I wanted to start it around the time of the Lion's Gate. I needed it to be on a good day for me, something that would be doable for me. So I figured that date would be the best. And this course is going to be lasting for a few weeks, actually. So it's going to be a 4-week course where each week we're going to be focusing on a different goddess energy signature or a different technique or bits of information that I'm going to be sharing. It's all going to be different but interconnected going throughout the course. Okay. So what is the Golden Goddess Initiations? What is that about? Well, the Golden Goddess Initiations course is something that's been in the works for some time. I have been waiting for this time to be able to put this out. Not even so much waiting for details. That's what I thought I was waiting for. It was more so me waiting to get out of my own way. That's what I was waiting for, really, was for me to get out of my own way and stop doubting myself and what information I already had access to within me. So for those of you that have been following my content for a while, you know that I have a very strong, hey, Lauren, how are you? For those of you that have been following me for some time, you actually know that I have a strong connection to ancient Egypt. This connection started from the time that I was a kid. I mean, and it's been there ever since. Because, sometimes you're interested in things when you're a kid, but it doesn't last. Some things kind of go in and out of your life, or some things stay out completely. They don't follow you. But the Egyptian thing has always been there, and there's always been a strong fascination. I went to Egypt in 2009, and that was a beautiful trip. Very grateful that I was able to have it. But basically, the Egyptian energy is a very strong aspect of my spiritual journey. And I didn't realize that at the time when I was, just growing up as a kid and teenager and into adulthood. I didn't realize how pertinent it would be to my spiritual journey. And it really is. I think I started off more so being connected to the male aspects of the Egyptian I guess, pantheon. So I was more so drawn to like Anubis or Osiris or Horus. Like I was more so drawn to them. That was just how it was. That's what I was drawn to. But as I grew and as I started to awaken to my spirituality on a deeper level, which started in 2012 approximately, I noticed that more of the goddess energy in ancient Egypt started to make itself more clear to me. So I started seeing, I started having more interactions rather with goddesses like Hathor, Isis, Sekhmet. Okay. Those three goddesses specifically are the ones that were really making themselves known to me. And I had a lot of experiences with them. They came through in dreams, they came through in visions. And some of these experiences and visions were absolutely phenomenal. Like some of the things that I went through and experienced. There's a difference between kind of like just a regular mental vision and something that pulls at you on a visceral level. And these were those kinds of experience where I would wake up feeling changed, or in the midst of the experience, I would just feel like my whole self was being transported to another place in time. So I had experiences, strong experiences with all of these energies. And that is what helped me to kind of solidify and deepen that connection to that Egyptian aspect that's always been within me. Furthermore, I also have a connection to the energy of Atlantis. And that hasn't been there as long. Well, maybe it has, but it started off differently. So it was a little bit different. It didn't start off as a gravitation towards Atlantis. It started off as a gravitation towards, let's say, water, while also being afraid of water and drowning, which I think might be significant to Atlantis as well. But connections to crystals, and the connection came a little bit later. But after some time had passed, I started to see the connection between the two, between the ancient Egyptian civilization and Atlantis. Okay. So all of those things combined, and I had some interesting experiences with Atlantis as well, very visceral experiences. Over time, I was able to connect the dots and come up with this beautiful course that I'm going to be offering to you now, okay, coming in August. So this course is for people that hear what I'm saying and know what I'm talking about. You may have a very strong connection or fascination with ancient Egypt, with the goddess energy associated with ancient Egypt. You may also feel called to Atlantis. You may also have a connection with crystals or energy healing. But one of the biggest factors for me is that you must feel called to be of service to the planet, to be of service to all beings on the planet. And this is important because just having the interest in other things, like Atlantis and Egypt, it's great and it's important, but we have to make sure that whatever we're doing, it's coming from a pure place. So we have to be coming from a place of purity, a place of wanting to help others, basically. It's not just about gaining powers and, wanting to be psychic and wanting to be a healer. There's nothing wrong with that, but sometimes people can get very caught up in the powers and they lose sight of what all of this is about. And it's not about the powers. Anything that you gain on a psychic, healing, spiritual level is there to serve as a gateway for these more expansive energies. They help you to get in touch with yourself more, to get in touch with spirit more, so you know how to utilize these energies. Because this course is not for beginners. It's not for people where I shouldn't have to really explain what a chakra is or what energy is, or, just like basic things. It's for people that have basic understanding. So we can just get right into it. So I don't have to explain the basics. Okay. So And it's not, like I said, it's not for people that have like a power trip thing. Okay, so this is for people who are dedicated and willing to do any work that is necessary on themselves in order to bring these energies through, because that's what's going to be required for a lot of people. It was required of me, and it still is required of me. This is a journey that requires dedication to your own healing, and dedication to surrendering to the energies of your own heart. Okay, which, as I have said in previous videos, that the heart is the gateway to the soul, and furthermore, you know, the keys to accessing these higher energies of love and spiritual understanding. Okay, so what we're going to be doing in this course, as I said, it's going to be, I feel like the picture got really clear all of a sudden. It's going to be 4 weeks long, as I said before. And in the first week, we're going to be focusing on the energies of Goddess Isis. And this is on the website. You can check it out. The energies of Goddess Isis, and also opening up our energies to receiving any codes or downloads from Atlantis, because Isis has a special connection with Atlantis, at least from what I've experienced with her. And she can help people who have been in Atlantis and maybe have some amnesia about their gifts and their talents and abilities. Because after the fall, her and her group, the Rose lineage, at the time, were the ones that were trying to help reawaken people after the fall of Atlantis, because there was a lot of subtle and more physical changes that happened with the beings after the fall of Atlantis. So it was this kind of like wake-up call that she was trying to initiate, with some opposition, of course. But this, when I learned this about her, it made me love her more, and I just wanted to really increase my connection with her. So in the first week, that's what we're going to be focusing on, is working with her energy and facilitating that connection with her, so we can open ourselves up to our Atlantean memories, our Atlantean gifts, okay? Which for some people might have been shut down, or there may be some memory issues with that. Now, when I say memory, I don't mean remembering like what you had for dinner kind of memory. I mean memory in terms of feeling experiences, what you feel to be right. Spiritual memory is different than physical memory. But anyway, moving on. The second week, we're going to be focusing on Goddess Sekhmet, okay? And Sekhmet is interesting because she has a nice balance of energies. Now, I know a lot of people associate Sekhmet with rage, okay? And that is only a portion of her energy. That's only a portion of her story. And quite frankly, I feel like she's told me in the past that she really wishes that people would see her as more than that, than just the story where she started, going crazy and killing everybody, and they needed to subdue her. She wants people to see her as more than just a ravenous lion, lion-headed goddess, because Goddess Sekhmet can also be a good partner in your journey towards enlightenment. Okay, so she can help you to kind of like work through those energies within the 3 lower bodies, like anger and rage, and not even just anger and rage, but anything that's keeping you feeling separate, anything that's keeping you from feeling like you have this innate divine power within you, and healthy power. Okay, so she can help you with all of that. So she can help you to clear out all these stuck energies within the 3 lower bodies, within the spinal cord. She's really good at that, okay? And this is very important if we want to work with the energy of Kundalini, okay? So Goddess Sekhmet will be working with her in the second week, okay? And facilitating that energy. Third week, we're going to be working with her other half. Well, some say her other half, but I think that she is her own goddess too, but Goddess Hathor. And Goddess Hathor is, her energy, from what I've experienced, is very cosmic. So we're going to be working with her on these more larger cosmic galactic energies. Okay. We're also going to be working with specific stars. Okay. That can help in facilitating the energy of divine love. Okay. So all of that's on the website. I don't want to give too much away. I just want to give you a nice overview. So we'll be working with her in the third week. The last week, we're going to be wrapping it up, but I'm going to be giving you some special techniques. Special in the sense that not a lot of people are talking about them, just regularly, but they're special, but they're simple. Okay. It's something that you can implement at any time, and it's very helpful for getting your energy into alignment. And I'm going to be going through the details of these techniques, how you can use them, what you use them for, and anything else really that you would need to know during that last week. Few points that I want to make with this course is that this course is mainly about opening up the floodgates of certain energies to move through you. So once you open up those gates, there's no going back. It's not so much about getting information and memorizing and what does this mean? What does that mean? This is more about opening yourself up. Okay. And pretty much opening the path for you to become a vessel for the divine feminine. Okay. Because I'll say this right now, a lot of people are doing things backwards out there. Okay. So they're trying to kind of work more so with the masculine principle. They're working more with the thought energy, but you have to start with the feminine first. Okay. So the feminine is the body, it's the emotion, it's the feeling, it's the being. We have to start there. Okay. In order for us to have a very stable and solid foundation, we have to start with the feminine. Okay. So that's another point that I want to make. This is only the beginning. The golden goddess initiations are there to initiate you, basically to open you up to receiving these energies. But from there, there's work that needs to be done on your end. And I am going to be coming out with another project that will assist you in that as well. So this is why I say it's only the beginning, because there's going to be more that I'm going to offer to you as a support system. So when you start going through these awakenings and these upheavals and having to deal with the chaos of having the divine feminine kind of like shatter your identity that you might be attached to, you'll have something that you can go to be like, okay, it's all right, this is normal, it's fine, I'll be okay. So I've been through all that stuff. So this is why I want to bring this to you, through this initiatory course, as well as anything else that I'm going to be coming out with after. Another point that I want to make about this course is that this is not a course to become a goddess, okay? Because when it comes to spiritual work, it's not A plus B equals C. It's not like, okay, well, if I do these initiations and then I do the work, then I'll become a goddess. It's not about that, okay? Because like I said, it doesn't work like that. It's a lot less linear, okay? So everyone has their own personal journey, and things that they personally have to do, things that they have to get past and get over in order for them to get to their goals. And also, when it comes to this path, you can't think of it in a transactional sense. It has to be just that you're on this path because you're drawn to it. You want to give something greater. So even though the first part of the journey is really focusing on you, you're really focusing on yourself, you're not, in the end, you're not actually doing it for yourself. You're doing it for the greater good. Okay. So it seems very self-focused at first, but that's what's necessary to be able to give to others. Okay. So, and also I want to say, just kind of putting that goddesshood has nothing to do with how you dress, what your hair looks like, how or where you're putting your crystals. And some of you may know what I mean. Nothing wrong with it, but I'm just saying goddesshood is not about external stuff. It's not about what you look like or how many crystals you have, or if you're doing stuff out in the full moon. I mean, yeah, that's great, and you could do that if you want, but goddesshood is about something a lot more internal and a lot more personal. Okay. And we're going to talk about that in the course. Okay. So we're going to be going into more detail about that when the course starts. So again, it's 4 weeks. You can look on the site if you want information about the cost. But I will tell you this, that because this is a new course that I'm doing, I haven't done a course like this before. Okay. I've done other kind of like energy healing stuff that's more individual, but I've never done a 4-week consecutive course where it's done in a group. So this is the first time for me, which means that over time, this course is going to be refined and it's going to get more detailed. Okay. Because that's what happens when you do stuff. You learn it through the process, which means that it's very possible that the price will be going up over time. All right. Just letting you know now. Okay. Also, I'm trying to think. Oh, yes. Last thing I wanted to. Oh, boy. It looks like they're trying to reconnect me. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if anyone could still hear me because it's saying my connection is unstable and they're trying to reconnect me. Okay, well. No, my Wi-Fi is fine, so I don't know. Okay, good. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you. This is why it's good to have people here. Awesome. Okay, so last point that I wanted to make was these courses will be live. Okay, the course will be live on Zoom, but if you can't make it, because I understand people have lives, they have jobs, whatever, I will be sending you a replay. All right. So if you can't make it, just know that I'll be sending you a replay so you can watch in your own time. All right. And the attunements and activations and stuff that we'll be doing. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for letting me know. So if there's anything that you feel like you have to miss, for whatever reason, you'll still have the replay and the attunements, activations will still be potent. They'll still be what they are. Not being able to participate live is not an issue. All right. I totally understand. All right. So just let me know if you have any questions. This is around the time when I wanted to, around 20 minutes. That's how long I wanted this to be. I didn't want it to be crazy long. So let me know if you have any questions about this before I head out. Okay. I'll try to see if there's anything else that I wanted to mention before heading out. I don't think so. I feel like I touched upon everything. That I wanted you guys to know. But yeah, okay. So since no one really has any questions, I'm going to head out, but know that the course starts August 11th. I think I put the time as 5 p.m. or 5:30, but just know it's in the 5 range, okay? Either 5 p.m. Or 5:30. And each class will be about an hour or so long, okay? So just keep that in mind. And if you want to sign up, all you have to go to is the link on my YouTube page. So I have a little link on my YouTube page, and you could just go on the website and go to Saida's school, and it'll pop up and it'll take you to the page to process the payment. All right. I want to thank you all for supporting me in my journey, for interacting on my videos, for your comments, for your encouragement. And I will see you all next time. Okay. And if you want more updates, sign up for my newsletter or my blog. All right. So again, that's on my website. Okay. So you could sign up for all that on my website. But sending you all so much love. Take care. Bye-bye.